makakatanggap ng $250 ang mga nagbabayad ng kuryente at malalaman kung ano ang pinakamagandang energy deal. Magpunta sa compare.energy.vic.gov.au o kung kailangan ng tulong sa iyong wika, tumawag sa 131-450. Ibinalik namin ang kapangyarihan sa iyong mga kamay. Otorisado ng pamahalaan ng Victoria, Melbourne.
Hey, don't stop the music!
Say the magic words.
979 FM, the little station with the big sound.
You just said the magic word. Here comes the music.
979 FM, the home of the West's best stereo.
Attention nurses and disability support workers. Are you working hard with long shifts and still paying lots of taxes? Did you know that property investment can be a profitable way of increasing your wealth and reducing your taxes? And you can also use your superannuation for investment? With Empire 8 Property Investments, you can build a multi-million property portfolio without sacrificing your lifestyle, even if you have little or no deposit. Property investment can help you earn great rental income, help you cut down your home mortgage in 10 years or less, and leave a legacy for your kids. For more information, please call 0433-213-993 or email manage@empire8property.com.au. Terms and conditions apply. Not financial advice. Sponsor 979 FM.
Hi, this is DDZ, your captain speaking. Tune in every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Travel the world, musically speaking, from the Eiffel Tower to the Rialto, from the Colosseum to the Pyramid, from London Bridge to the Golden Gate. Tune in every Tuesday at 10 p.m. for International Caravan with your captain, DDZ. Tuesday, 10 p.m.
Melbourne's hot hits of the 80s, 90s, and today. 979 FM.
979 FM, the little station with the big sound.
Just play it loud, okay?
Need that special promotion? Then why not book 979 FM's outside broadcast bus today? To find out how, contact 979 FM's sponsorship coordinator on 9747-0450 or email advertise@979fm.com.au. 979 FM, serving the community.
This is 979 FM.
Maraming beses na kitang nilayasan, iniwanan at ibang pinuntahan. Parang babaeng ang hirap talagang malimutan. Ikaw lamang ang aking laging pinabalikan.
This is your 97.9 FM Filipino-Australian program, Good Vibes, Pilipinas. Boom! 979 FM Community Radio and Good Vibes Filipinas acknowledge the traditional owners of the country throughout Australia and their continuing connection to land, sea, and community. We pay respects to them and their cultures and to elders both past and present, and extend respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today. We celebrate its rich indigenous history, the diversity of its people, and their important ongoing connections to country. We acknowledge the past injustices faced by our First Peoples, and are committed to playing our part in ensuring that these injustices are not repeated. We specifically also recognize Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people with disability, key partners in the work we do, and the community we serve. Ayan magandang umagang kay gandang Sabado sa inyong lahat po mga good vibes. Ito po ang inyong number one prime time sa ating Sabado kay gandang Good Vibes Pilipinas. Ito po si Papa Melvin kasama niyo for another hour of long and happy moments of songs, of OPM, sometimes mga greatest hits mga greatest hits, mga hits sa buong mundo, and also yung ating mga followers na pwede mag-request. You can always comment yung mga request nyo at bababasa ko rin naman dito sa ating chat page dito. So shoutout ko muna si Ronald Molina. Morning po Papi at sa lahat ng nakikinig po. And si Peter Sabata, good morning Papi sa lahat ng taga-subaybay mo. Ayan. So yung mga gustong mag-request, mga shoutouts, mga pagbati sa inyong mga mahal sa buhay, and also sa mga birthdays, di ba? Mga nag-celebrate na inyong mga anniversaries ngayon. You can always send, comment yung lahat ng inyong mga greetings dyan. Siyempre, kung meron kayong mga songs na pwede kong patugtugin, ako'y walang pakuntangan at walang hesitation na papatugtugin natin yan. Especially yung mga number one hits niya na Peter Sabate, yung mga may hugot, may hugot na mga songs. Also, Manay Josa is watching. Good morning, Papi, sabi ni Manay Josa. From Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Ayan. Sa lahat ng mga nakantaba dyan, magandang umaga. It's already 7 o'clock in the morning dito sa Melbourne. Ang temperature is 13 degrees Celsius. Maulan kagabi. Malamig ang gabi, lalo na yung mga walang kayakap. And also sa lahat ng mga watchers at mga followers ko dyan, sa mga napasukan natin yung mga Facebook pages and groups. Salamat mga admins, mga minamahal kong admins sa pag-approve dito sa live streaming natin. Again, we're live streaming simultaneously sa Facebook, sa YouTube, sa Twitch, and also sa Instagram. Ayan. Kaya kung wala kayong mga Facebook, punta kayo sa YouTube. Kung wala na kayong YouTube, punta kayo sa Instagram. Kung wala kayong Instagram, punta rin kayo sa Twitch. And also, kung wala rin kayo sa lahat, nasa pihitan ng inyong mga radyo, 97.9 sa FM ng inyong mga receivers. Ayan, meron na agad Good morning girl by the letterman. Pa-request Papi. Sabi ni Peter, nagsisimula na mga kaibigan. And also guys, sa lahat ng mga dyan yan sa Pinoy sa Melbourne, local Pinoy sa Melbourne, mga dyan sa Filipinos in Auckland, dyan sa New Zealand. Salamat mga admins, I love you all. Oragon, in Western Australia, pati na yung mga Filipinos in Burnsdale, East Gippsland, ayan, mga napasukan natin. Mga taga-Bato around the world, mga taga-Treseres, and also yung mga napasukan ko ng mga alumni groups. Salamat. Di ko na isa-isa. Ang dami, 83 yata yung napasukan natin. And most of all, yung mga birthday celebrants natin. Importante may mga ano tayo dyan. Owen Nebril is watching. How are you? Lodi, Owen. Ayan. Siyempre, mga kasama natin yan dito. Si Ate Sok Gomez, serbisyong totoo, lalo na sa larangan ng real estate. Yan si Ate Sok Gomez. And sana, mukhang mayroon ka rin ng mga Ate Sok na meron ka namang,
ano bang tawag doon? Yung magbibidding. Yung mga, kasi magaling yan si Ate Sok sa ano eh, mag, mag ano ng bahay. Ang tawag din sa inyo? Yung bidding sa atin? Yung parang auction, yan. Magaling mag-auction yan. Alright. 50, I heard 50! On this side, I heard 50. No, 55! 55! Yan, magaling yan si Ate Sok. Magganyan-ganyan. So, sa lahat ng mga nangailangan ng mga patnubay sa mga real estate, sa gusto magpagawa ng bahay, naghanap kayo ng mga home packages, di ba? Garden home packages. Yan, naghanap kayo ng mga mararentahan. Yan, wala asahan si Ate Sok Gomez. Actually ako, humingi ako ng tulong nung naghanap ako ng matutuluyan. So, sa ano agad dyan, response. Biglang response niyan. So, again, papasalamat ako sa mga community leaders natin, mga Filipino-Australian people dito sa Australia, lalo na yung mga nakakatulong talaga sa community. Okay? So, sige, meron tayong mga birthday celebrants ngayon. Sino ba yung birthday ngayon? Hanapin natin yung mga birthdays. Mga birthdays din ngayon. Sino ang hindi ko nakikita kung sino may birthday? Si Melissa Dalisay Aguasa, Analinda Ramos Gonzalez, ay si Bill Bukid, si Bani Lanusga, alright. Sino pa? Si Justin Kirk, alright. Sino pa? Si Ate Edna Bunyales kahapon, alright. And si Tomas Comercia, siya aking classmate. And also yung band member ng Circle Inside, si Jetta Rain. Happy belated happy birthday. Si Bai, migration din pala. Alright, may mga birthday celebrant tayo. Alright. And also si Mitzi Mujilio Continedo. Ang dami pala, kasi si kapatid na Rodelyn Daguplo. And syempre, ang aking first cousin, ang pinakamamahal ko si Ate Joy Cirilo Delgado na nasa US of A, nasa Florida. Okay, happy birthday Ate Joy to all of those birthday celebrants. Okay. Hindi, mukhang napaalang tulog niya ate. Napasarap ang tulog kasi nag-host siya kagabi sa di ba, sa gig kagabi. So siguro napasarap ang tulog, lalo na ang ganda-ganda ng umaga, maulan. Okay, so meron tayong requested songs. Good morning po, sabi ni Kuya Ramon Enrico Duval Santos. Ayan. And sa lahat ng nakikinig dyan, thank you guys for all of your support. Okay. May maganda tayong good news. Sabi, magandang good news. Maganda na, good news pa. And since po transparent kami dito sa Good Vibes Pilipinas, ibabalita namin yan sa inyo once na ready na. Okay. Alright. So, sa lahat ng mga nakantabay again, thank you very much. Meron tayong guest ngayon. So, inintay ko na lang. Actually, he's outside. Okay. And thank you again. This is just an ambush interview. Sa lahat ng, especially sa mga nag-aantabay, mga nag-aabang ng mga balita about mga sa bands. Okay? And syempre, yung mga bagong events na coming, especially this coming Pasko. Alright, so patugtog muna tayo. Patugtog muna tayo isang kanta. And siguro, itong magandang pampagod vibe sa kanta muna. Okay, sa lahat ng mga tabay dyan, yung hindi nakakaalam sa kantang to ay hindi maganda, hindi gwapo. Okay, this is one of my favorite songs from Eraserheads. Back then, nung tayo ay, di ba, nagpapalambing pa. Okay, this is your Eraserheads with a smile, kasama si Papi. 979 FM Community Radio Filipino-Australian program. Good vibes, Pilipinas. Boom!
This is your 97.9 FM Filipino-Australian program. Good vibes, FM Filipino-Australian program. Good vibes, Pilipinas. Boom!
And that's Eraserheads for the song. One of their best hits, With a Smile. Yan. Yung mga ano yan, mga lovebirds, especially ginagawa nilang mga ano yan, mga tawag dyan, theme songs sa kanilang mga kasama. And now, without further ado, I have my guest now. He just came. I know he's been just waiting outside. He just wanted to have a grand entrance. But evidently, one of my best friends here in Melbourne, and one of the great persons that I've met and been cherishing the friendship that we have. I have here with me Mr. Marcus Collie. How are you, Mark?
You know how to make a black man blush. Hello, Mel.
Ayan. Marcus Collie is the band leader of KAIZON. So what's happening, Mark?
Not much. Just rehearsing and getting ready for a little thing that's coming up in November. So
I heard something. It's an event that's coming down in when is this? The 16th of November,
yeah,
2024. Whereabouts?
at the Laverton Filipino Fiesta Town Hall. So it's called Hiao.
Hiao means shout.
So it has among five of the best power bands in all of Melbourne and Victoria, all of the Filipino ones, your favourites. Zandata, that's been around for well over 10 years.
Yes.
Shout out to Lord and Charles and the boys.
Yeah.
So,
Lord.
right on.
Lord Tina, yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
Also, the Weekend Project.
Weekend Project, one of our favorite bands.
Yeah, so they're going to be opening up for, who are those Filipino bands coming in?
It was Silent Sanctuary. I think it was last night.
Oh, was it last night?
Yeah, it was last night. Silent Sanctuary. So.
Hi Vic, hi Vince, my bad. Also Alpa.
Alpa, yeah, and our very own Alpa. Those reggae.
I went to the gig in Brunswick and I've never seen so many Aussies just jump up and start dancing in reggae.
For sure.
So
they don't mind. They don't mind the Filipino song. They just
No, well, it was actually funny because in Brunswick, they're pretty particular because it's sort of just semi-music capital for independent music. And then Alba came in and did a couple of, and I think a lot of their songs were covers, but they just rocked their house. And they even started playing Filipino reggae.
Yeah.
And just the Australians and the other ethnicities just started really gelling, and it was a packed house.
Yeah, I saw the video, the clip. So
yeah, so Daryl, huge.
Daryl,
Abraham, Jody, and the boys, much love, and I'm happy to be able to play alongside with you guys this coming 16th of November. Additionally, there are two bands that. One is making waves and the other one is just a regular band. So with Philosophy, they debuted probably about a month ago. Pretty good audience. So
what's their genre?
OPM and Western music. So
good.
Yeah. So Kurt, also Rainier, Benny, great job.
Yeah.
So. And also this really obscure band called KAIZON.
What?
I don't know these guys. I'm not too sure of.
Wow.
No, well, KAIZON is my band that I'm in. Not my band, the band that I'm in.
The band.
So to Raf, Mon, Wal, Glenn, also Lawrence. Much love to you guys. Thanks for a good rehearsal last night and sharpening our tools to be able to be for you.
All right. So what's this Hiao is all about? How did it ended up putting up an event? And actually, this is one of the event that has four to five more bands collaborating on one you know, on one event. So yeah.
Okay, so this basically I'm a co-founder of Rockwise, of which
Enterprises, yeah.
yeah, Rockwise Enterprises.
Yeah.
So we do two types of businesses. One is to be able to help promote and also highlight Filipino music as well as Melbourne music as a whole.
No.
Considering that we are the most artistic capital in all of Victoria, it made sense.
Yes.
And also we offer free general financial advice.
Oh, so this is the.
I'm also a senior manager for finance, investments, and property firm.
Yeah.
So
that's Majestic Finance. It is.
So we're
Big
based,
work, yeah.
we're based in South Melbourne. So Rockwise formed circa middle of this year through circumstances, and actually it's been moving quite more faster and more robust than I'd like at this stage. Seems that there's a bit of a call for it. So with Hiao, it's mainly to be able to gather and unify the Melbourne musicians here in Melbourne. So far, we've managed to be able to get the ones that's very popular and they're popular for a reason. They're very good. And hopefully we can expand on further projects in 2025.
Not just in Victoria. I suppose your aim is not. I know your aim is not just for Victoria.
No, Victoria at this stage, in Melbourne in particular, there is another organisation that I'm working very closely with called Muso. So Rockwise just wants to be able to be the small fish in the pond, to be able to highlight and promote the music that's coming out of Melbourne and Victoria as a whole, and also to be able to see if we can help them in any way we can. And I just want to let you know that with Rockwise, it's free. There is no cost. So if we negotiate a gig for you, or we ask you to be able to play, there is no finder's fee, there is no commission fee for that we charge, and just happy to be able to help. With Muso, they are an organisation that works Melbourne, internationally, specifically Australia and New Zealand, and also offers a range of services, and is spearheaded by the founder, Milo. So Milo,
Milo.
I'm hoping that you're watching, man, because this is free advertising for you. So if anything, you owe Rockwise one.
Also, there's some comment here from our audience. We have Atis Akora Gomez that said, that's a very good idea to help promote our Filipino artists in Australia. So yeah, that's a good compliment. And tell me about KAIZON first. What's KAIZON? I know that we had this conversation before, but I would like to be public about it. And
well,
you said don't spread the word yet. It will come. The time will come to just go out from the out of the closet, and then we'll know. So what is KAIZON and how is it formed?
Well, first and foremost, you were the very first one to be able to interview us when we just formed back last year, and we actually had a pretty good time that day.
Yeah, we had.
You and Nanai Lee.
Yeah.
Anyway, so KAIZON was formed from the backbone of Circle Insights. So Circle Insights, we were originally with Jetta back in, what is it, like March around-ish?
Last year, is it?
Yeah, so back then in Circle Insights.
2023, yeah.
Back then in Circle Insights, it was Jetta, Raf, Mon, again, hello, Glenn, and myself. So we were a 5-member. And then we sort of broke away a little bit, on good terms anyway.
Yeah.
And then
you know, that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, believe me, like the amount of bands that I've been in circulation, it just does my head in. And with all circulations, I mean, when I had residencies and stuff
Yeah.
overseas, and then
Mm-hmm.
you'd be playing for about 2 weeks with a bass player, and then you'd wake up and go to the sessioning hall, and then it's like, who the hell are you? And it's like, I'm the bass player. I'm like, oh, great. This is the 4th time this week. Anyway. No, but we then formed with Lou. Lou, how are you, man? So he was a drummer.
Yeah.
As well as Wal, one of my super awesome besties.
Yeah.
And Precision Sharp on the guitar, on the lead guitar. At the time, he was reverted to bass. And obviously, there's a lot of bands where they're lead guitarists, but then they just go into bass for just the goodness and the sacrifice of the band. So he did that for a while. And then Raf moved to bass, and he's now lead guitar. And we've had a couple of roster changes in a while. Gabby, Kamotiku, how are you?
Yes,
So,
Gab,
yeah. Gabby, Wal, Lou, and Glenn from Kamotiku, much love and light.
Yeah.
And we've probably only performed twice unofficially, and with KAIZON, this is going to be our first launch, really. And we're opening out of all the lineups.
It's long due,
I know, but I'm just the temporary replacement band leader and rhythm guitarist. So, guys, if you know any lead singers or lead guitarists that want to be in KAIZON, I'm really hell bad. So you can do me a favor by looking up the KAIZON webpage and PMing or Rockwise Enterprises, and then opting to nominate yourself as a lead vocalist or a rhythm guitarist, and we will be more than happy to be able to consider you.
He's just kidding, right?
No, I'm really not. And sarcasm is not a thing in Australia.
And also, I will post this on our Facebook page and on our website. So, guys, there is a ticket price for this. There's $30 where you can scan the QR code for Eventbrite link, and then children under 12 are free, so they're free to enter. So this is a family event, actually. Yeah.
It's a family event. There is no alcohol. It's fairly secured, and it's the equivalent of literally seeing $5 per band of high quality and power. This is the very first Rockwise event that we're going to be doing, and it's going to be quite monumental. I'm hoping that this will open the new foundation of really helping us to be able to work together with other musicians, unite.
Yes.
And one of Rockwise's goals is to be able to create like a Melbourne Filipino sound.
Yeah.
Not dissimilar to how Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Nirvana created the Seattle sounds back in the 90s. We've got some really great musicians from the past. I mean, Gerald from Pop Filter and also Immaculate Band. Hey sis.
How are you, sister?
You sure? I should tell her. Also, a lot of people.
And also, we need to talk. I have some promotion. I have some jobs for you. For some,
All right, so
weddings.
yeah, like I'm not gonna Adam Sandler or anything. I mean, I'm not too sure if people will just want to be able to see head thrashing during a ceremony. So
yeah.
By the way, Socorro Gomez from Reliance Real Estate Agency.
Yep.
Hello. And she's very good at what she does, and also has been a dear friend in the community for quite some time now. So, hello. I'm literally looking at you while I'm. It's really hard trying to do 3 things at once, and that's from a man, you know. So.
And also, guys, again, this is going to happen on the 16th of November. It's a Saturday. So from 6 o'clock in the evening, It's going to happen in the Philippines Community Center at number 1 Fama Street, Laverton, Victoria 3028. And also, your caterer is the best. Who's your caterer?
He's not my caterer.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't bow down to me, like kneel before Zod or
Yeah.
anything. We are honoured to be able to work with Anthony from NLC.
LC.
So, Anthony Herrera
How
from,
are you, kapatid? Yeah.
And also Francis, my super chef.
Yeah.
Much love to you guys. They've also opened
Do you want to
up.
go there after this?
Huh?
Do you want to go there after this?
Depends if we can move all the way on. I thought that we were going to do some Viet coffee or something. But
Yeah,
okay,
you
cool.
can do Viet coffee, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just wing it. No, but with NLC, they've got superb Filipino food, also fusion Filipino food.
Yes.
Also,
The best ones of what
great
you-
value for money. They also do.
your taste buds is going to explode.
It feels like unicorns and Eskimos in your tongue. So, and also they opened up satellite restaurants in the city as well as Carrum Downs in the beach.
Yeah.
So please, for all of the Filipinos and gourmet lovers from all over Melbourne and Victoria, if you're ever in the area, then please give our best to NLC while you enjoy the beautiful food.
And the music.
And the music. Oh, by the way, with NLC, they do live music generally in between once or twice a week on a Friday and Saturdays. So if you'd like to be able to jump on their webpage, NLC, I think it's ENE.
Even in Facebook, their Facebook page. So.
Yeah, so if anything, I tag them all the time on Rockwise. So look for Rockwise Enterprises on Facebook. We are only on Facebook.
Mm.
Anyone that is wishing to be declaring themselves to be on WhatsApp or Instagram or any other of those social media, I can
Just
guarantee you we're only on Facebook. So,
all right. So again, back with Marcus and myself. There's too many more discussions to happen because this person, he's an awesome one. I miss him so much. We've been at the moment. He's a newlywed person, so that's why congratulations, my friend.
it's about damn Skippy.
And I think it's about time to rejuvenate with the coffee later on, and we'll be back. It's Marcus and Papi dito lang sa 979 FM Community Radio Filipino Australian program. Good vibes, Pilipinas. Boom.
It's my great honour and privilege to be the principal of
Still
school.
going to hear
We
us.
explicitly teach the social and emotional skills that students will need throughout their lives. We have a wide
Because
range
that's
of
live.
extracurricular activities
Right.
to allow students
And,
to follow
the
their
equipment
interests
is
and
still there.
passions. We work
That's
hard
live.
so that our students are happy,
The one that
engaged
needs to
and
just
successful, feeling part of the Staunton family.
Hey, shout out Francia, Francie. Good morning to Sir Melvin.
Sponsors of this
Mikey
station.
Azor, regards.
Alright, I'm gonna move my microphone.
It's muted, but this one is
dinner
not.
times, dinner time for the dingo.
That,
Great mix of 70s and 80s every Sunday at 6 p.m. to
you're
8
really putting
p.m.
us on the spot.
on Westwest Stereo 979.
Save it for later. Save it for later.
Alright, technically I'm on Facebook, I can swear, right? But not on here. So that's, okay, so I can technically, as long as there's
Magbulsa ng
music,
$250 kahit na nakakakuha ka na dati ng
Okay.
Power Saving Bonus. Ngayon
sort of
makakatanggap
like
ng
walk through
$250 ang mga
Okay,
nagbabayad ng kuryente at
I've only
malalaman
got 3
kung
hours
ano
left,
ang
so
pinakamagandang
me too,
energy
man.
deal.
Me too.
Magpunta sa compare.energy.vic.gov.au o kung kailangan ng tulong sa iyong wika, tumawag sa 131-450.
Literally
Pinilit
too.
namin ang kapangyarihan sa iyong mga
I
kamay.
really need
Motorisado ng
Vietnamese coffee,
pamahalaan ng
so-
Victoria, Melbourne.
And then I'll be ending up going home at 10 in the evening tonight.
Serving the community. This is 979
Assessing
FM.
so many grants at the moment, so I think going back to
Melbourne's hot mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. 979 FM.
is
Better support comes from
I'm
Medicare.
looking
compassion,
being
and caring
completely
hands.
independent.
Caring
In
Hands
the
Connect
bus- in the
provides a
bus,
personalised
going
approach to
together.
private in-home care. Care that meets your unique
one step
needs
at a
and
time.
goals.
Yeah.
Care that comes
I'm
to
just
you.
trying to
Caring
keep
Hands
my head
Connect
above
is a
water
registered
with
NDIS
chaos.
provider
Because,
and delivers
uh,
exceptional support
thank you very
and
much.
empowers individuals to
Multicultural
live
Australia, thank you
independently
for-
and thrive in the
for
comfort of their own homes. Your
So,
care, your
they call
way.
me
To
yesterday.
find out more, go to caringhandsconnect.au, proud sponsors of 979 FM.
You cook in a restaurant where we serve authentic food dishes that will surely satisfy your cravings. From our mouth-watering adobo, bagnet, sisig, wopis, pancit guisado, dinuguan, kare-kare, to our delectable pakbet. We have a wide variety of dishes that will take your taste buds on a journey to the Philippines. Our dishes are made with fresh and high-quality ingredients. Cooked with love and passion by our talented local bodies.
What's up, Bobby?
You taste the rich and bold flavors, what we see in every bite.
Well,
If you come to us, we have a wide selection of native desserts like kuchinta, puto, cassava cakes, and including our famous halo-halo. You won't be disappointed. So come and visit us today. Branches located in Deer Park and Footscray, open 7 days a week. You can also order for takeaways by calling 0401 027 683. Proud sponsor, 979 FM.
Okay, we're back again with Marcus of KAIZON and
Rockwise too.
and Rockwise Enterprises. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
You know. Okay,
Very real.
guys. I need to have a little bit of a catch on how did you get these best bands and put it into one for this kind of event? How? Because band leaders, band members have high egos, and you know what I mean. But this one, how did you end up, putting
Well,
it in one event?
I guess that's stereotypical with a lot of how people perceive bands to have high egos and whatnots. If they did have high egos, then they wouldn't be part of the ticket of here. So I was actually very, very active and well known in the Melbourne Filipino community circuit up until I took a 12-year retirement from
Hiatus. Not
hiatus. Well, I was actually retired and completely off radar. So, and when I say retired, that meant that I just completely removed myself from the community to be able to address certain things that I had to handle. And coming back in 2023, that was when we met.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be able to sort of understand what the scene was. So for me, I was traveling to different places every single week. It came to a point where, I was traveling roughly about 4 different locations on a Saturday.
Aside from
just to be able
Vietnam,
to- that's another podcast altogether.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so.
Alright.
Hey baby, I miss you.
What?
That's a love heart, man.
I know.
So, no, but anyway, through that time I managed to be able to sort of understand what type of music that's there, and to be able to get to know the band leaders really well. And it came to a point where we just wanted to be able to be independent, to be able to create something for them. So, guys, I'm just the organizer. I'm not a good musician. I don't sing very well. If there is a replacement rhythm guitarist and vocalist, please let us know. Hi, KAIZON. We will take your application.
He's just kidding.
No, I'm really not.
His voice is awesome, so.
No, I'm really not. And what actually happened was we wanted to just be able to sort of relaunch into like a dive board sort of launch into 2025 with something to be able to end 2024 with. So we ended up having a couple of meetings and then decided to do this event. And just want to let you know that 100% of the ticket sales will be going to the bands.
Mm.
There is nothing coming out of the ticket sales that Rockwise will take. And this is a great way for you to be able to encourage the bands to be able to work for the Filipino community by showing your support and rocking up and enjoying great music and food by Anthony and Francis from NLC.
Yes, that's one thing.
See how many times I've plugged that?
No, actually, Anthony's always here when I always invite him here because he's a man of worship as well. So he has so many great words inside of him that he needs to, share as well. His success, and starting from one career and shifting to the things that he loves now. So I've always do live streaming when we visit in NLC during performances with Gerald. You know what I mean? So how are you, Geraldine? Geraldine?
Gerald, Sis, Glenn,
Yeah.
Joanna, how are ya?
So
Just Jack.
Angelita Sasaluya is watching. Would like to shout out. Would like to shout this out. Angelita Sasaluya, good morning. These are from other part of the world. Magia Azur Regaspi from Dubai. Francisca Franci, I think some are from Saudi Arabia. And sino pa andyan? Peter Sabate. Peter, I'm going to play your song later on. Okay, the requested song. We're still having some.
Maybe you can sing that requested song.
No, this one is "Heal a Broken Heart" by Chris Walker.
Okay.
And how do you heal a broken heart? Bakit ganun na lang? Every time. Always broken-hearted, Peter. Why, Peter? Peter. Anyways, and I'm very thankful that you've been supported with some Filipino. Because at the moment, because of the DST, it's already 3 hours. We're just 3 hours ahead.
All right.
Philippines. So that means when I started at 6, they're awake at 3 in the morning. So amazing. So again, thank you.
That's a testament to the Filipino spirit.
Yeah. So again, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in, especially just following us on Facebook. Whenever the live streaming notification, awakens you. So again, thank you very much for hanging in there. And again, we're back with Marcus. Tell me about those business, those opportunities that you have that you want to share as well to the Filipino community. I know you've been into the financial consultation business. Tell us about that.
So I have been in finance for the better 20 years of my life plus. So I have done everything from credit assessment, credit coaching, credit analysis, business development management, also financial planning, financial advice, also commercial lending, self-managed super funds, even did a stint in terms of IT and forensic accounting.
Mm-hmm.
That was very interesting.
Yes, it is. I know something about that.
I'm sort of bound by oath not to really talk about some of the works I've done because it requires joint
confidentiality
with confidentiality with the government.
Yeah.
But then it came to a point where, what's the price of a headache? So let's just say that you're a burger flipper.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So on this hand, you're earning this much, but your stress is this much. And then as you go up in terms of your income, your stress actually becomes much higher. And it came to a point where I was running 6 figures, but then it felt like I was handling 3 times the amount of stress based on my salary. And then after my dad died in 2010, I sort of became more or less a metaphysician and trying to sort of figure out my life and where it was going. Maybe I was having like a quarter life crisis, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
And then I thought, why am I making the banks richer? And while the people that they're meant to serve, the clientele, are being treated like numbers. So I ended up batting for the other side and decided to use the knowledge that I've accrued from the 20 plus years to be able to help the honest working guy, and the sort of working class. And from there, we figure out what it is, and then we dissect everything.
Yeah.
We break everything apart, and then we ask about what they want to do. Because banks never do that.
Yeah, for sure. They just want
Banks
to grab money.
Yeah, well, this is the one thing, I mean, is that everyone is so fixated on rate, but then rate doesn't really do anything.
For sure.
So, okay, you get a 30-year loan, you get a rate, and then does it actually pay down a debt faster? No. Does it actually reduce the interest that you pay to the banks?
No.
Does it help you push your goals forward? No. Because rate, while is a very important component, is one of only a few key components of a working mechanism.
Yeah.
It's like saying, it's not dissimilar to be able to say, yeah, I can go anywhere in a car because of the engine. No, there's also the transmission, there's also the suspension, the body, there's a lot of things. So we use our knowledge to be able to build and tailor-make a financial mechanism for you through general advice.
Yes,
Because we feel that it's better to be able to give general advice than give you specific advice under license to be able to provide you an official statement of advice that people generally charge $8,000 to $12,000 per year on, well, for every single given time, depending on your particular structure. And we infuse it with your goals, your capabilities, we dissect everything, and then we put it back together. And then we just see how you run with it, and then we just streamline things as you go along. And we're on board for as long as you want us to be.
Wow, that's amazing. And that's what company?
Majestic Finance Solutions in South Melbourne.
So you can always contact Mr. Marcus Collie at number?
130. Why am I doing? I feel like it's like, hi, welcome to Wish Bus. Please click like and subscribe. Come on, it's not about this. It's about
but at least you know there's some at the moment. Me and myself is having some difficulties with my finances. That's why people wanted to know about that as well. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that could be for another time, for another thing.
All right.
Because it's all about me just hanging out with you, my person.
Okay. Anyways, balik tayo sa musician's point of view. Okay. Personal thing.
Guys, just want to let you know I'm Filipino, but I was completely raised here at a super young age, so I have no idea when people talk Tagalog. I can sing in a heavy accent.
I'm selling him for $5 an hour. Anyways, as a musician, who and what bands or which are those influenced you to a musician?
The biggest influence that I've had in my whole entire life is my father. So I was actually adopted here by my super awesome stepfather, half Australian, half Scottish. But my roots and my greatest influence is my parents in the Philippines. So my father, Rick Esteban, is during the Manila Hotel days. He was an ex-member of Side A before they became Side A in the 80s. He was also...
There were times
and I just want to look at your face. Yeah, anyway. And he was also the band leader for Imelda Marcos's band. Also performs still now with Lita Corrales, Martin Rivera. Also, my beautiful mum in Philippines is Marisa Esteban, and she is amongst the best female classical singers, and she has a contract in Shangri-La Makati with the section bands. They influenced me and were very strict with teaching me
Mm-hmm.
in vocals. I don't know why they wasted their time because I suck. And again, if you're looking for a replacement vocalist in KAIZON, so please let us know. You can contact Mel as well.
I'll have this one, okay?
I have so many copies of that, man. Just take it, go for broke. No, but my influences generally are very varied. So it comes from, let's just say, Robert Johnson from the 1950s. You know, that guy that made a deal with the devil in the crossroads.
Yeah.
It could be also Stevie Wonder, Elvis Presley. I'm a big fan. Even Frank Sinatra, the way they execute certain things.
Tommy?
Oh, yeah, I guess. He's pretty cool. No, but also the Beatles, Rolling Stones, Andrea Bocelli, Luciano Pavarotti, and also Chris Cornell, Miles Kennedy, Soundgarden, and Alter Bridge fame, Guns N' Roses. I could just go on. I don't really have any particular artists that are my absolute favorites.
Yeah.
But it's the great thing about moving and being raised in Australia is that you're engrossed in a lot of different talents that Filipinos aren't generally used to. They don't even know half the songs they like is actually from Australia.
Yeah.
But my biggest influences in Australia is definitely John Farnham, Jimmy Barnes, also Diesel, Jack Jones, Rick Price.
Jack Jones, sure.
You've only
Jack
known...
Jones, man, I love Jack Jones.
Yeah. So he's actually going to be touring here, so we'll have a bit of a chat.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
Love his music.
No, but he's the protege of John Farnham, and he's very good at what he does. Now, what about your influences?
Why me? I'm not the one who's getting...
Well, okay, let's just switch, right? Hello, this is Mark from Good Vibes Filipinas. Boom, and what we have here is the beautiful, the eloquent, the sensual.
Sexual, wow. Juicy.
Sensual, it's a PG-13.
Juicy.
So...
Anyway, we both knew that I love music as well. I play sometimes. I play a little bit, but I can sing a little bit, and broke my voice so many times. But talagang interviewing me. I start singing when because my father, the family, my dad's family sing as well. So they have until now they're in YouTube, Facebook. Sometimes their hobby is to just go live and sing. So Uncle Edwin has a very nice voice, just like a rock star voice.
Nice.
Deep but high, deep but high notes, and I've started listening actually to one of because my mom is a music lover, and my uncle as well. Usually those tapes are just these cartridges where they put in a cassette, and I've learned all those folk songs. Starry, Starry Night. Those folk songs that I love because if we travel with them, there's a music. There's some old folk songs, and I try to emulate the voice and all the voices. Just try to emulate the voice. I don't have a distinctive voice. I just wanted to copy the voice that's in the transistor, even in the radio, and then. Time goes on, time passed by in Gilbert Humperdinck. That's lonely table just for that's Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
Yeah, Tom Jones. And then came Metallica.
Dream Theater.
Yeah, and then Soundgarden, and then I love Guns N' Roses, but Skid Row is one of the best one. Poison, and then rap metal came in. But before that, Firehouse, Lifehouse, even Warrant. So those are my influences. I just copy their voices. So, but I still love OPM. My favorite artist is actually Gary Valenciano. So I'm more on. I can sing. I can sing Martin Rivera and I can sing Gary Valenciano as well. So those are my. Also, some of the artists that I can sing. What is You by
Basil Valdez.
Basil Valdez.
Yeah.
I love those songs, especially, and even now I still wanted to sing those ballads by those OGs by
Like Rockstar or
Rockstar. There's more OG.
well, I need to know more of this stuff.
Yeah, there's this OG yung Cortez. I think Cortez, the ones that iniibig kita. Those ballads are just good to hear during when I'm alone. I love that songs. That's really inspires me, and I love the new ones, Ed Sheeran and everything. I love it. Whatever is my mood, I love music. So I just emulate the voices. If I can do it, then I can do it. If not, I'm just going to go with the notes. So again, thank you very much for that question. It's just like what is an essence of a woman?
No. That's like a toilet list of like reasons of what it is. We don't have time for this particular podcast.
We're going to have a separate
But
one.
you know that this is the first time you've actually told me all of your influences. Then it actually comes out in your voice when you sing. Guys, if you want Mel to be the candidate vocalist for KAIZON, please send in your votes. And if we get 10,000 likes, then he'll be in KAIZON.
No way.
Hey, I'm doing what every YouTuber is doing right now. Okay, so cut me some slack, man.
Anyway, time check. It's already 7:53 in the morning. Our next program will be with the very lovely Miss Dion Marshall, the Jukebox Memories. So tune in as well. And also thank you for some private messages. All right, thank you. One of my suitors. Sorry, I'm not available at the moment. I'm available, but sorry. You are not. You are not.
Hey man, like doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're still a first call for me. So it's whenever you like. You know, we have a romance.
So guys, if sometimes we have an emergency podcast, please listen because there's some topics that you need to hear from the man's point of view. So this is just a perspective of musicians, of media people, of how professional people discuss about the job, about some projects, and myself as well, having been a volunteer in the community, just volunteering and serving the Filipino multicultural community. So again, if this is his hobby as well, so we have very unique ways. Each and every one of us, he has a very unique way of serving the community. I have as well. That's why this is just, again, we are not paid for doing this.
We're not. Jeez. See you later.
We're not getting paid for this.
No, it comes from a very deep rooted sense of love and well-founded affection towards making our community
especially
better.
We just have, both of us just have 3 hours sleep and then we're here again. And there's some people, especially here in Melbourne, who's how come we're paying for this artist. Sometimes you don't know these artists are not just wasting they have families as well, but they practice, they buy their instruments, all of those audios or videos, all of those lightings, all of those sound that they need to provide. So they also put on the work, all those savings, and buy his guitars. That's very expensive,
No, they're really bad. This guy sometimes he just over elaborates things so badly.
But that's the usual thing. That's why. Oh, why is it so expensive, guys? Please understand. Some of those are just volunteerism. Some of our works are volunteerism, and this is how we love the things that we do. I mean, but all of those, just to appreciate what we've been doing, is just we call it put smile on our faces. So we don't need to be bashed. We just want to get the appreciation that we deserve, even the respect. Okay, and then also if you need to bash, do it for yourself first. Yeah, volunteer. You know, do it. Become a volunteer first before saying, especially to those people who doesn't, you know, have an idea of volunteering. You know what I mean?
No, well, look, for me, if it's okay,
yeah.
it's more about having open minds and being able to criticize on an even level. I love criticism more than everyone else.
Me too, yeah.
And if anything, it would be nice to be able to look at another perspective in terms of what you're actually just looking at, like what Mel said. There's a lot of things that Rockwise is trying to be able to make light into the public. So, for example, for musicians, this is sort of like an analogy. So, if something breaks in your house and you get a plumber, you will not care about $150 call-out fee for them to just drive to your house and do something. So you understand that because it's the years and the skill sets that they've had accumulated through time, is that you will just gladly pay. Whereas with a musician, from an old Japanese saying, it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill set. So when these musicians are coming to you in a band, then you understand that they have taken 10,000 hours out of their own life, whereas a plumber would have taken 10,000 hours on study to be able to provide the music to you in the best way that they can. Additionally as well, there are laws in Australia that have minimum requirements on how to pay musicians.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that Rockwise wants to be able to do, is to be able to make things fair for the musicians, to be able to make the pay and the playing conditions fair. And by doing that, then we can encourage the Filipinos to be able to move into a golden age of music by knowing that they can freely do what they want under good conditions and bring out the better music that has been hidden in the Melbourne community for decades.
All right. I think we're out of time, guys.
My bad.
No, it's all right. And actually, that says everything. So whatever's into the music industry, it's a system. Okay. So please support KAIZON, Rockwise Enterprises, Sandala Weekend Project Alpha Philosophy on Hiao. You know, it's going to happen on the 16th of November 2024, Saturday, in Philippines Community Center at number 1 Thomas Street, Lavington, Victoria, 302 from 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Buy your tickets now. I'll post this on our Facebook and also all our social media portals. Again, thank you guys. Give it up to Marcus Collie and for coming in and at the very inconvenient time. Alright, it's Papi again, kasama mga kaibigan ko, kasama ko sa Goodbye Pilipinas, si Mayora, si Camille, si Papa George, si Mafi, and si Raf. Dito lang. Kasama si Papi sa 979 FM Radio, Filipino Australian program. Good vibes, Pilipinas.